everybody, the classic and retro gamer here. Today, we're diving deep into a blast from the past. Remember those awesome days with the N64? The excitement of gathering around the TV with friends, controllers in hand, ready for some epic gaming sessions? So many classic games came out for that console, but one holds a special place in my heart. Wave Race 64. It was more than just a game, it was a phenomenon. This game was pure magic. The kind of magic that made you lose track of time and immerse yourself completely. The water physics, the killer soundtrack, those sweet, sweet jet ski races, pure nostalgia fuel. Every race felt like a new adventure. Remember that feeling of popping in the cartridge and hearing the Nintendo logo? It was like a ritual, a gateway to endless fun. Then, bam! You're met with those iconic blue waves and that unforgettable theme song. It was the perfect start to an epic gaming session. It's like being transported back to simpler times, hanging out with friends, and battling for high scores, the camaraderie, the friendly competition. It was all part of the experience. Wave Race 64 wasn't just a racing game, it was an experience. Each race was a test of skill and strategy, making every victory that much sweeter. It was our first taste of realistic water, and man, did it blow our minds. The graphics were ahead of their time, making the game feel almost lifelike. The way your jet ski bounced over the waves, the spray of the water, it was revolutionary for its time. It set a new standard for what games could achieve. And those dolphins? Forget about it. They were the cherry on top, adding a touch of whimsy and wonder to an already incredible game. Believe it or not, the genius behind Wave Race 64 is none other than Shigeru Miyamoto, the legend behind Mario, Zelda, and so many more. His creative vision has shaped the gaming industry in ways we can hardly imagine. He wanted to create a game that captured the beauty and power of the ocean. And boy, did he deliver. The game was a love letter to the sea, showcasing its majesty and unpredictability. Development started way back on the Super Nintendo, can you believe it? The initial concept was ambitious, aiming to push the boundaries of what was possible on the hardware of the time. They even made a handheld version for the Game Boy. This allowed players to take the excitement of Wave Race on the go, making it accessible to a wider audience. But it was on the N64 that Wave Race truly found its footing, pushing the console's limits with its impressive 3D graphics and water effects. The game became a showcase for what the N64 could do, setting a new standard for realism in video games. The team at Nintendo EAD put their hearts and souls into making the water as realistic as possible. They worked tirelessly, experimenting with different techniques to achieve the perfect look and feel. They studied real-life wave patterns, fluid dynamics, even the way light reflects off the water's surface. This scientific approach ensured that every wave, ripple, and splash in the game felt authentic. It's that attention to detail that made Wave Race 64 so special. The game wasn't just about racing, it was about immersing players in a vibrant, dynamic world where the ocean was a living, breathing entity. Okay, let's talk gameplay. Wave Race 64 was all about mastering those waves, baby. It wasn't just about speed, it was about finesse and strategy. You had to learn how to use the water to your advantage, timing your jumps, carving through turns, and avoiding those pesky buoys. Each wave was a new challenge, and every race felt unique. The controls were super tight, giving you amazing control over your jet ski. It felt like an extension of yourself, responding to every subtle movement. You could pull off all sorts of sick tricks, like backflips, barrel rolls, and even underwater handstands. The trick system was intuitive yet challenging, rewarding creativity and precision. Landing a perfect trick chain was always a rush, especially when it gave you that sweet, sweet speed boost. It was a game of high stakes and high rewards. But don't let the arcadey fun fool you. Wave Race 64 had a surprising amount of depth. It wasn't just about flashy moves. It required strategic thinking and quick reflexes. You had to pay attention to what's going on around you, avoid crashing into opponents, and manage your resources wisely. Every decision counted. Mastering the art of drafting to gain an edge was crucial. It added another layer of strategy, making each race a thrilling experience. It was a game that rewarded skill and precision, making those victories all the sweeter. Every win felt earned, and every loss was a lesson learned. Let's dive into some of the iconic levels, shall we? First up, we got Dolphin Park, the ultimate beginner's course. This place was pure sunshine and good vibes with its gentle waves, playful dolphins, and that catchy, upbeat music. I don't know about you guys, but I spent countless hours just cruising around Dolphin Park, practicing my tricks, and soaking up the atmosphere. It was the perfect place to chill out and enjoy the simple pleasures of Wave Race 64. It was those little touches that made Wave Race 64 feel so special and full of surprises. Drake Lake, Serenity, and Speed. Next up, we got Drake Lake, a personal favorite of mine. This tranquil course was all about serenity and speed, with its misty mountains, lush forests, and tranquil waters. It felt like racing through a postcard, especially on those sunny days. But don't let the peaceful scenery fool you. Drake Lake could be a real challenge. Those narrow waterways and sharp turns required pinpoint accuracy, and one wrong move could send you careening into the rocks. Southern Island, Tropical Paradise. Now let's jet over to Southern Island, the tropical paradise of Wave Race 64. This place was pure vacation vibes, with its palm trees, sandy beaches, and crystal clear waters. It was like racing through a dream, especially with that reggae music playing in the background. Southern Island was all about mastering those big rolling waves. You had to time your jumps perfectly to avoid wiping out, and knowing how to carve through those turns was crucial for maintaining speed. It was those unexpected moments that made Wave Race 64 so memorable and fun. Twilight City, get ready to party, because it's time to hit up Twilight City. This nighttime course was pure energy, with its neon lights, cheering crowds, and high-octane races. It was like racing through an arcade game come to life. Twilight City was all about precision and agility. The course was full of tight turns, narrow passages, and tricky jumps, requiring lightning-fast reflexes to master. And let's not forget about that awesome soundtrack. Those thumping beats and catchy melodies perfectly captured the energy and excitement of Twilight City, making it impossible not to get pumped up while racing. Secrets and unlockables, hidden depths. Wave Race 64 wasn't just about racing, it was about exploration and discovery too. The game was packed with secrets and unlockables, from hidden characters to bonus courses and even a super challenging expert mode. Remember spending hours trying to unlock Ayumi Stewart? She was the ultimate prize with her superior handling and speed, and that moment when you finally beat her in all courses? Pure satisfaction. There were also tons of hidden shortcuts and Easter eggs scattered throughout the levels. Finding them felt like uncovering hidden treasures, adding even more replay value to an already addictive game. The legend lives on. Wave Race 64, man. It wasn't just a game, it was a masterpiece. It was a testament to Nintendo's creativity and innovation, pushing the boundaries of what was possible on the N64. And you know what? It still holds up today. The water physics are still impressive, the gameplay is still addictive, and the soundtrack still slaps. It's a timeless classic that continues to be enjoyed by gamers of all ages, proving that sometimes the classics really are the best. So next time you're feeling nostalgic, dust off that old N64, pop in Wave Race 64, and get ready for a wave of pure gaming bliss. Just be careful not to get too wet. What was your favorite course? Did you ever unlock the dolphin? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more retro gaming content. I'm the Classic and Retro Gamer. Thanks for watching.